Hello everyone, today I want to dive into a hot topic that's been making waves across social media and news outlets, the potential for a brand new stimulus check. But this time, it's got a twist. This isn't just any government handout, it's being called the Doge dividend, a concept tied to the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, which was spearheaded by President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Yes, you heard that right, Trump and Musk, two of the biggest names in politics and business, teaming up on a plan that could put $5,000 directly into the hands of taxpayers. Sounds exciting, right? But is it real? How would it work? And more importantly, will we actually see this money in our bank accounts? Let's break it all down. What is the Doge dividend? So let's start with what exactly this Doge dividend is. The idea was originally floated by James Fishback, the CEO of Azoria investment firm. He suggested that instead of the government holding on to all the money it saves, a portion of those savings could be given back to taxpayers, kind of like a refund. The specific proposal suggests that 20% of the savings generated by Doge should be returned to the public as a one-time tax refund check. That's where the $5,000 per person figure comes from. Now, if you're wondering what Doge stands for, no, it's not the Dogecoin cryptocurrency. It actually stands for the Department of Government Efficiency, a new initiative launched by Trump and overseen by Musk. Its goal? Cut wasteful spending, streamline government operations, and find ways to save taxpayer dollars. And according to reports, Doge has already saved over $55 billion by making government programs more efficient, canceling outdated contracts, and reducing unnecessary workforce expenditures. But here's the big question. If the money's already there, why not give it back to the people? How would the $5,000 stimulus work? The concept behind the Doge dividend is that it would function like a tax refund or direct payment. If approved, every tax-paying household in the US would receive a one-time check of $5,000, similar to how previous stimulus checks were distributed during the pandemic. Now you might be wondering, who would qualify? Would everyone get it? According to the initial proposal, only tax-paying households would be eligible. This differs from previous stimulus programs, which were available to a broader range of people, including those who weren't actively paying taxes. This could be a controversial point, as some argue that many Americans who need financial relief the most might not qualify under this system. Will this actually happen? Now, let's be real. Just because an idea is popular doesn't mean it's going to become law overnight. There are some major hurdles this proposal has to overcome before it ever reaches your bank account. Congressional approval. Even though Trump and Musk are both backing the idea, Congress still has to pass it. And we all know how slow Washington can be when it comes to approving direct payments to citizens. There will likely be a lot of debate over whether this is the best way to use the money. Inflation concerns. One of the biggest criticisms of past stimulus checks was that they contributed to inflation. However, supporters of the Doge dividend argue that since this money is coming from actual savings, rather than new government spending, it shouldn't cause inflation the way previous stimulus programs did. National debt considerations. The U.S. national debt is currently at $35.5 trillion. Some lawmakers are likely to argue that instead of sending out stimulus checks, this money should be used to reduce the deficit. In fact, part of the current plan suggests putting another 20% of the savings toward debt reduction. Political timing. With the 2024 election behind us, Trump's support for this program could be part of his broader strategy to rally public support. But whether or not this gets pushed forward could depend on how Congress looks after the elections. What are experts saying? Economists and policy analysts are divided on whether this is a smart move or just political theater. Some say that returning excess government savings to taxpayers is a great idea, arguing that the government already takes in too much money. Others worry that this could be a way for politicians to buy votes rather than make real economic improvements. On the other hand, Elon Musk has always been a big believer in cutting government waste. If he's involved in the process, there's a chance that the Doge dividend could actually happen, since he has a track record of making ambitious ideas work. What should you do? At this point, the best thing you can do is stay informed. There's a lot of misinformation floating around, and until Congress actually votes on a bill, nothing is guaranteed. However, if this stimulus does get approved, it could be one of the biggest financial boosts for American taxpayers in recent history. So, let's recap. The Doge dividend is a proposed $5,000 stimulus check funded by government savings. It would only go to tax-paying households, unlike previous stimulus programs. The plan needs congressional approval, which might be a challenge. Supporters say it won't cause inflation since it's funded by savings. Critics argue that the money should go toward reducing the national debt instead. The final decision will likely come down to politics and public pressure. So what do you think? Would you support a $5,000 Doge dividend? Do you think it's a smart financial move, or do you think the money should be used differently? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more updates on government stimulus, financial news, and money-saving tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.